Hello everybody, Titanium Taco here, and we made it to the end of 2023. So today we are going to look back at all the Ninjago sets that came out this year, and we're going to be ranking them. Mainly because I don't really do reviews, so I figured this is a good way to look back and kind of give you my opinion on these sets. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So here we have it, a classic tier list. So we're just going to be looking through all of them, and I actually kind of forgot that Core was at the start of this year. And of course, I'll also leave a link down below so you guys could also rank these sets for yourselves. So the first three sets that we have here are going to be the Dragon's Rising stuff, or some Dragon's Rising stuff. It's going to be the spinner thingies, so I'm gonna put them in C right here where they belong. The figures for these ones in particular are pretty good. I really actually do like the figures, but I don't know, the concept of these, I just don't vibe with them. We've definitely had better gimmick sets in the past, and I think I will say that these will probably be better than the ones that we are getting next year, or I guess tomorrow, but I won't know for sure until I have those sets in hand. Next up, we have this 4+ Kai vehicle, which I gotta say I think it's a B. When I built this set, I actually kind of liked it. I liked just the size of it and just the lookness of it. It's just a cool little fun toy to play around with. Also, I'm now realizing that it's not a 4+ set, so still a cool little set. Then we have the two mech battles, which is a B, I think, personally. I do like Lloyd's mech in particular more than the bone mech, and the figure selection in this is okay. I mean, it's got an exclusive minifigure, an exclusive Lloyd gold figure, so thumbs up for that. And it's actually a really cool figure, and I do actually like the design of Lloyd's mech for this one. It's not so much the bone one. It's still a good design, but not so much that one. So overall, I think it deserves a spot in B. So I don't know, it's an average set. Following up the mech is we got the Earth Core Dragon, which I'm gonna say B, but probably a low B, high C. One of the things I don't like so much about this dragon is the wings and the body of it. I actually really like the head mold and how it's got the horns coming out of the side. That's, I think, really cool, but I just don't like the small little body he's got. It reminds me a lot of Cole's original Earth Dragon, like way back in 2011. So where it's got like the small back and like this bulky front kind of like body. I don't know, just something about it. It's kind of but it's still good overall. The next set is going to be in D. Honestly, why D? Well, simply because it's another freaking mech. And honestly, looking back at this mech makes me hate it even more, because we're getting what, 2 more Kai mechs next year? Like, I'm just fed up with Kai mechs or mechs in general. And the fact that this is a mech with a motorcycle, like, the concept is cool. Admittedly, yes. Again, the concept is cool. But why do I want a mech riding a motorcycle when the ninjas give us a regular motorcycle, even though we've also seen thousands of motorcycles? There's just a lot of everything that we've already seen with this particular set that I'm just kind of like fed up with, bikes, motorcycles, and mechs, and then you just combine the two most like popular or most the thing that they make a lot of sets of into one set, and you make the bike for the mech. It's like, I don't know, again, conceptually cool, but and same thing with Jay's jet. I mean, it's a jet, Jay's jet. We've seen better ones in the past, so definitely, I mean, it is a cheaper one, and if you want Jay, it's a good way to get Jay, but not the best designed one. His mech, on the other hand, solid A. I think this mech, in fact, actually, you know what? No. I think this is an S tier set. From the looks of it, I didn't really like so much the set itself, but actually, having built it and having it displayed and just looking at it, I've really come to like this mech. I just think a lot of these like Titan mechs that they've been making have been like coming out really great. And I know I just said I'm tired of mechs, but this is definitely one of the cooler ones. The Ice Dragon, I'm gonna put it in B. As much as I like, the overall design of the Ice Dragon, why does it have 6 legs? Having built it, I was like, oh, it kind of works. It does not work. I do not like the 6 legs. I also don't like so much the transformation feature of it turning from a dragon to like a humanoid dragon mech, which I also don't like. And one small thing I never understood, which I just gotta confirm by looking at it wherever it is, the head is also just a slightly different color to the rest of the body. Why? Design wise, it's not too bad. I think it just would have been better. Also, if it was a smaller scale, like this had no reason to be this big, other than let's just add 6 legs to this dragon and, you know, make it humanoid as well. Which, to their credit, makes this dragon a little bit different compared to the other ones. It just didn't work out for me. Like, I just didn't like it that much. Now this Ninjago fin thing, which I'm gonna put it in A. Let me explain. Sure, a lot of the designs, like the things that you could build with the pieces in this isn't maybe the best, but conceptually I just like the fact that we got a set like this. You could build whatever you want. The purpose of these sets are to give you ideas on what you can build with what's inside of it. The idea is to just build whatever you want, and that's one thing I just really like about this set. Also, it acts as really great storage once you're done with it, so big plus. This 4+ Lloyd motorcycle is a C. We've seen multiple motorcycles like it, and in particular a bunch of Kai ones. So it's whatever. Same thing with this 4+ set. I'm gonna put it in D. Honestly, I thought I would like this set more, but the only thing it's really got going for it is the fact that this is probably the cheapest way you could get Lord Ross. And before I move on to Dragon's Rising, which I know I kind of already ranked some, got the Water Dragon, which I'm gonna put it in B as well. Just move that down a little bit, like a little bit there. I think it's B, mainly because it's just a decent water dragon. It's got nothing going for it really, like nothing too much. It's got the same problem with the wings being on the foot with like the earth dragon, which I just don't like. I mean, design wise, I personally just don't like it. It looks awkward, and using the blades makes it not that much better, because the blades are normally people's least favorite version of like Lego wings. So but definitely I think actually if you were to remove the wings, I think this dragon will look actually a lot better and just not even have wings at all. But that's all the core stuff. Again, I kind of have already forgotten that this is what we started the year off with, 2023. But now moving on to the Dragon's Rising stuff, which first off we have the Photag creature thing, which I'm gonna put in A. I think this is a very nice design, sleek design, simple. Maybe could have added a little bit more articulation with this, but honestly, it's a solid set overall. Zane's car, I'm gonna put it in B, high, a little bit high B, you know, because it's Zane. Come on, he deserves a good, you know, a good set. Overall, design-wise, great minifigure selection. I like how it spins, but I don't know, something about this set, there's something missing about this set that doesn't give me that A vibe, you know, it's not quite there yet. It needs a little bit more to become an A set. Sora's mech, B as well, maybe low B as well with Cole's dragon. I think conceptually, again, it's really cool how it could turn from mech to like bike. It's just a little bit awkward. I think like there's elements of it that work, and there's elements of it like where I think it's just a little too bulky in some areas where I'm like, it's okay. But I mean, it's not the worst either. It's overall pretty decent. Next up, we have Wildfire's dragon, or mother, whatever it is, which is a B, I think, a B. I think similarly to the water dragon is that if you take off the wings, this would look a lot better because the wings are in the legs, but it's those blade wings. So honestly, if you just took that off, you would have a really good set, and maybe that's what's stopping it from being an A. But overall, design wise, it's great. I guess another thing that I'm also not the biggest fan, which is still cool, but I'm not the biggest fan of its feature where it kind of like turns upside down and it shoots the dragon core out of its torso, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. The mech, the combo mech, is a C. This is actually a pretty disappointing set. Once it was built, I thought it would be a lot better, but it wasn't, and I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't even that much better in the show. It was still kind of disappointing, to say the least, and so overall, it's still a decent mech, except not one of my favorite ones. This Temple of the Dragon Course, I think it's gonna be an S tier. I mean, it's a temple. What more can I say? Sure, it probably lacks, you know, more stuff in the back to make it more full, but I think this is as full as you can get with this price point and like the pieces and all that stuff. I think it's great. I think it's a great set. Sure, maybe figure selection could have been better, And I mean, there's another set that could have also been better with its figure selection, but I think overall, solid set, great design. I absolutely love this set, and yeah, what more can I say? In A as well, I'm gonna put the Beatrix mech and the dragon. This again is just another cool set. The dragon build is really great. The mech build is fantastic as well. Again, I've bashed on mechs before, but this is a really nice one where it's just designed well. I can't remember what type of articulation it has. Actually, let me double check on that one. Okay, yeah, just as I remembered, this thing's got like articulation at all points. It's honestly just a fantastic set. Just for that, just articulation is always going to be a big plus with these kind of with mechs, and that's why I don't like a lot of them, is because they don't really offer that much articulation to them. So that's why I think this set is definitely deserving of A. Why not S? The dragon could always use a little bit of work, but overall, still a really solid set. Similarly, the bounty is an A. What more can I say? I just love Destiny's bounty. I love every version of Destiny's bounty. Of course, each one has its flaws, each one has its strengths. This one definitely has some flaws, the price point being one of them, minifigure selection being another, and just other elements of the bounty could have been definitely better. But still, I actually really love the bounty, and especially love it a lot more after seeing it in the show. And of course, we've also got a dragon side build, which honestly, I maybe would have preferred if that dragon was its own separate set. I think that would have been better and actually fleshed out that dragon a lot more as well. But I'm not opposed to it being in the set, especially because of the feature and how this dragon and the bounty connect in the show. But definitely would have much rather preferred the dragon maybe being its own set, and then the bounty just being fleshed out a little bit more. I think that would have been better. But regardless of which, still solid, really solid set. This 4+ set, I'm just gonna put it in D. I think this is one of the only other ways you could get Nia. I think she doesn't come in any of like the bigger sets or like the main wave sets. She only comes in this 4+ set and in this city market set, which is insane. Like, that's crazy. So there's no really cheap way to get Nia, or at least, you know, the Dragon's Rising Nia, aside from like the Energy Spinjitzu Dragon one. But yeah, it's a 4+ set. It's a dragon that's mediocre at best. And of course, I think everyone's probably going to agree with me, is that the city market set is by far the best set to have released this year. I mean, come on guys, it's literally the best set to come out this year in terms of Ninjago. At least you could have your opinions on other Lego sets that came out this year, but I think in terms of Ninjago sets, this is by far the best set that came out this year. I mean, just the scale of it, the minifigures in it, the locations they decided to put in this set, it's all fantastic. And then of course, seeing it combined with all the other city sets or Ninjago city sets, it's freaking fantastic. I absolutely love this set, and definitely would say this is my #1 favorite Ninjago set to come out this year. So that is my tier list. That is kind of my opinion on these Lego sets. So yeah, 2023 had a pretty decent lineup, and I definitely look forward to, you know, next year's lineup or tomorrow's lineup. So yeah, tomorrow I will be getting the new Ninjago sets as well as maybe a couple other things. We'll see tomorrow when I go to the Lego store. But yeah, look out for the video tomorrow of the, you know, 2024 January haul. And I do have a couple of announcements coming out tomorrow as well, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, with all that said, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, share this video with a friend, and I will see you all tomorrow next year. Taco out.